trying to.
I'm fuming, bro.
Yeah, go on, Dan.
You had me at work for months. As soon as I finish work, you're dropping tier 4. Cool.
That's techie stuff.
I hear you, man. Cool.
You have now clocked into another episode of the Part-Timers podcast.
We're going on to politics in another topic. Obviously, I'm sure everyone's got caught up in this whole tier 4 nonsense that's happening to the south east or southwest of England. And that's caught up in it. What's everyone's immediate thoughts without bringing them in?
They're all raggedy. They're all raggedy cunts. You know why they're all raggedy cunts here? Because you wanted everyone to do shopping for Christmas, so you got your money and you closed it up. The worst thing about this tier 4 is that small businesses only had a couple hours notice. That's what's nuts, bro. Like, my mum has a hairdresser in it, and she had bare appointments for next week before Christmas. And, bro, they dropped it like it was a surprise package of Yeezys or Jordans. Like, yeah, come get your raffle. Like, this is nuts, bro. I don't think people are deep in, like, the whole going... Like, even before, the tiers were nuts. But the fact this one was a couple hours notice for me, that is crazy. And I don't think we're speaking about that more. But it was just them getting money. And then I heard, apparently, they want to open it back up on New Year's Eve. More money. And then after that, we'll probably get shut down in January. Like, we have to hold these people accountable, man. Yeah, Wegz, I'm hearing this is tier 4 is up until the 31st of this month. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's...
Bro, I only heard up to tier 3, bro. Where did this tier 4 came out of nowhere?
They had to make a whole new tier. Do you know what I heard as well? Yeah, I heard that like the reason they rapid fired like into tier 4 is that like there's like a new strain of coronavirus that's local to London and the southeast. I'm like, so you're trying to tell me we handled this so badly that there's now even new corona? There's a COVID-20 basically, only for London and the southeast.
Only for London.
I can't even lie. The elitist government in this country, that's exactly what they deserve, innit? I stand with my northern brethren when they say fuck London and the south. I stand with them. I'm here with you, like in Bradford and them sides.
I said solidarity.
I'm here in solidarity with you, man. Fuck. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Boris Johnson.
Yeah, man.
Fuck Matt Hancock. Yeah. Fuck Preeti Patel. Fuck
all of them.
Raggedy cunt bitches.
Like, all of
fuck
them.
Fuck all them niggas, bro.
Let them know.
Fuck all of them, bro. This has been the worst government in English history. In English history, all 2020 has shown me why I'm embarrassed to be English. I'm embarrassed to be English, bro.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
You lot can have the floor.
It is.
Cheers, mate.
I'll drop the mic.
Literally.
Nah. Do you know what? In all honesty, bro, like the whole tier stuff is ridiculous, especially for the fact of all the MPs that would have been voting and having conversations about this. They're not staying in London. They're going to be going back to their country homes or their second homes or wherever else in the country, and they're the ones that are going to be spending family Christmas with their families and whatever. And it has been terribly handled. I was saying the other day, I think us here, as 5 of us, we could have handled this better as the mandem. We could have made better decisions than they could have.
Right.
They literally every decision that has been available, it's been wrong. There hasn't been a single part that can say, you know what, at least they did this well. And even the fact of like, look at other countries, places like, I don't know, like China, even New Zealand, all these other places rid of coronavirus without a single...
They're living it up.
Bam,
they're out here in the clubs in Wuhan,
you know what's worse, yeah? Remember how at one stage Italy was the worst in Europe? Imagine just now, Italy have now added UK to the travel ban list that you can't go in or out. Imagine Italy was peak back in spring. Them man are recovered and look, it's embarrassing, man. Like, it's embarrassing.
I wouldn't say they're recovered, but they're
more than us.
They're in a better position than us.
Yeah, better than us.
Yeah, what's even crazy is now with the whole tier 4 thing, it's like, all of a sudden you're banned from flying out of the country and into the country. So earlier on, when we were in the middle of this pandemic, you weren't doing checks before. I saw people going to Mykonos. I saw people going to Dubai, going everywhere. You were even saying travel corridors, and these are the countries you can go to. These are the ones you can't. But now all of a sudden, oh no, it's not a good idea to travel. What type of dumb shit is that?
It's because safety was never the priority.
Never.
As you can see, Wegz with the finger gestures, it was all money, bruv. Safety was never the priority for this government. Never.
I'm not gonna lie.
It sounds like you man are doing
the battle of the north versus the battle of the south, bruv. Who you lot are supporting, bruv? That's like
podcast.
Bro, we're all England, man. What the hell, bruv? Put us all in the same thing, bruv. The same bracket. Everyone stay at home. It's Christmas time. 2 weeks. Get your presents. Send it around.
I stand with my brothers from Lincolnshire. I stand with my brothers from Yorkshire.
You know what's even...
You like that?
I stand with y'all niggas.
If you saw the report and it was like, if you have a bag packed for Christmas, unpack it. I said, yeah. I said, you like that.
Professor Witty.
That's funny.
What?
I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. Like 2021. I feel like they are trying to.
I'm fuming, bro.
Yeah, go on, Dan,
You had me at work for months. As soon as I finish work, you're dropping tier 4. Cool.
That's techie stuff.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man.
That's
Cool.
That's true. That is definitely true.
And you've been in the classroom with them 30 kids every day, face to face from different houses. No social distance.
That was calm. As soon as I break up for Christmas, you're like, rah, it's got too mad.
Dan, I know you don't want to talk on potentially all teachers, yeah, but do you reckon at this stage, teachers would probably prefer to do online lessons, just in general?
It's a tough one. I think it differs, isn't it? Like, obviously, safety is paramount, isn't it? Like, everyone wants to be safe, in it, but it's very hard to teach in the same way through online lessons, and kids end up backwards, isn't it? Like, and not backwards, that's the wrong word, but like, they end up behind. They end up behind. It's like, not all students are going to join when it's online. You can't do anything about it. Like, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, innit? But
well, I feel like it's nuts, bro. Like, kids are basically, I'm not going to say they're not getting an education, but imagine how fragmented that education is. Right? Let's face it, like, certain kids need school. Like, I was one of these kids. For me 100%. To learn, I needed to have that that environment around me that was regulated. That was like if I was in this situation now, I would just be stupid because I wouldn't get onto them calls. I wouldn't go onto Teams and that. Do you get me? So it's fucking with a lot of kids' education, potentially fucking with a lot of their futures, bro. That's the maddest thing. And on top students as well. On top of that, $9,000 to do Zoom calls.
Even with the kids, like I saw, like I think they said for the first time ever, UNICEF are helping to feed children. But this government they just get more embarrassing. Like, bruv, like I saw even as mad as how USA looks, I saw the report. It was on CNN on their station. I was like, bruv, we just look nuts everywhere. Like, I don't know, man. Because going into 2021, what happens now? Obviously, yes, they're trying to fast track the vaccine, but it seems like nothing is being dealt with. So what happens now? Well, are we just going to go in and out of lockdown every 4 weeks? Like, what happens now? Like, I don't know, man. Listen, it's frustrating.
Do you think, Dwain, be honest, is Afro Nation happening this summer?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We just have to.
That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen.
Bro, honestly, I feel like the rest of my 20s is done now. I don't feel like I'm going to enjoy the rest of my 20s at this point.
Nah. Let's not go too far, fam. Like, for me,
you have to think. He did say.
Like I've definitely been. I was. You know what? Funny you should bring that up. I definitely feel I was robbed of the last 6 months of being 25, and I've been robbed of the first year of being 26, fam. Because this is going to continue until next June. 100%. Yeah. I can see it. Things will not go back to normal.
Yeah, 100%.
It's one of those ones where, bruv, we just have to make up for it after.
I actually think it'll be calm by summer.
I don't.
That's what they say. Apparently, they said Boris was saying that large crowds can, but I don't trust him. Maybe they just want the vaccine to be rolled out quick time. But they're saying that large gatherings could happen in summer of 2021. I don't know how feasible that is. I don't know. With where we are now to the space, it's not a long time, so I don't know what's going to happen.
My thing is that what? When did this all? The first lockdown happened in what? April? Yeah. April last year?
March.
And here we are. March. Let's say March, April, and here we are in December, and we still here. Yeah. By March, do you generally think that this will be done by March?
No, impossible.
If it's not done by March, it's not done by the summer. Facts.
Yeah. Knowing this government, it'll be worse.
No. The logic there doesn't make sense for me, bro. It's winter until about March or end of February, yeah? When the sun comes out spring, it's scientific that it will change. That's
scientific, yeah?
No, Wegz is right in that. Like, the coronavirus does have a lot to do with the sun.
It's harder to catch the disease.
Yeah, no, isn't it the weather? Yes, you're right. But my point is that if this isn't finished by March, it's not going to be finished in the 3 months between March and June. Do you get me? Yeah. If by March it's still in there, I can guarantee by summer.
I don't think it'll be finished, but the way they roll out these vaccines, that'll be the interesting part as well. When they're going to do it, because it's out. I know some people that have actually got it.
Right, the man took
something like 300,000.
What did Tevin say?
The man took compound V, fam.
Hey, you gotta have it to stop it.
Bruv, it's just frustrating.
So man, stay boiling pineapple skins.
How my man has handled it from the jump. From when my man was like, I was shaking hands with people from coronavirus. We should have known this was gonna be the shit. We should have known he was up to some bullshit when it came to coronavirus, bro.
Listen, I honestly think that Boris Johnson has like special education, like learning difficulties or something, bro. I don't feel like this guy is.
He's not competent.
Yeah. I don't feel like he strikes me as the kind of person who like somebody needs to lay their clothes out and say, "This is what you're wearing this morning, Mr. Johnson." I don't feel like he has. Do you get me?
Man's treating like
He seems like the kind of person that puts his drawers on back to front every day.
Have you seen his hair, fam? The guy, I don't know how the Prime Minister steps out of his house like that.
I actually think he played into it now, man.
He like button the shirt and the wrong buttons, and his hair was messy. Like, come on, man.
I think
the privilege stay privileged, isn't it?
100%. That's what. Listen, Chris. You know, you said you don't think he's very smart, but his parents had enough money to send him to eat, and that's all that matters, man.
I think I seen this picture this morning of him, like you know how like let's say you play on a football team, you do your team photograph, and he's just there and like everyone's looking at the camera and he's looking to the left, like he's just like one of them dons that, you know, them dons in school, bruv, that used to have the mentors sit next to them, innit, because they couldn't concentrate otherwise, bruv. That's Boris Johnson, bruv.
Well, he's our leader, bruv, allegedly.
He's your leader, big man, not mine.
You're in here.
Chris, my leader, my nigga.
You're in Scotland with Nicola Sturgeon, yeah?
I'd rather be there, cuz. Listen, I am embarrassed to be British at this point. I can't lie to you.
Nah, he is mad embarrassing.
Embarrassing, man. It really is, man. I don't know where we go from here. But I don't know what's going to happen in 2021. All we can do, as Tevin says, is just kind of salvage things, went back to normal, just go ham and make up for it. But boy, like...
I was hearing that apparently there's rumors the lockdown is going until March. That's what I was hearing.
To be fair, remember when they did the old furlough scheme and to pay people, it was up until March. They did say that. So sometimes I think... Say that again? What?
April now.
Is it April now? Yeah.
That's the big thing that people need to look at. The way they're gonna plan that out.
Yeah.
It kind of says what's happening with what's the government's gonna change.
That's another thing, but the fiscal plan comes out in April as well. So boy, expect them taxes, boy. Government coming from
I'm not looking forward to that.
Them man are gonna be coming next year, boy.
What?
Bro.
Them man are gonna be at your door, bruv.
Bailiffs.
And then on top of that,
you know them ones, you go to any cash point, somebody will come around the corner and be like, hey, give me some of that. Let me hold that. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have tax niggas at cash points, yeah. You won't even be able to withdraw money, so we'll bang you and take your tenner.
Nah, bro. It's not even gonna be that. You see how they did help out to eat out? Fam, you be out at a restaurant, the tax man would just come and take a piece of that meal and say, this is mine.
Bruv, on top of that as well, bruv, we have the small matter of Brexit that still needs to be sorted as well, bruv. This country is a shambles, bruv. A shambles.
Cheers for that.
I can't lie, fam. Yeah, I need to take a drink as well, Wegz, bro.
Yeah, man. Man, remember, we just try and get money. Let's just try and get to this bag, bruv, because, you know, it's not how much these leaders can do. Like, I know, man.
And once again, whilst I'm here, fuck Pri Patel, raggedy bitch.
Raggedy. Deporting every raggedy. Oh, man.
I hope she has a horrible Christmas, bro.
Yeah, man. The Windrush generation, they deserve more, man. On God, they deserve more, man. What she's doing to them and just immigrants in general is actually disgusting. And Theresa May, you're not getting away with it as well, raggedy bitch. But yeah, man, you can move on.
I hope Pri Patel gets a pair of tights for Christmas, bro.
Oh my.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I've got This whole podcast, is me and Chris saying we don't want peace. We don't want peace. Always.
No problems. Always.
I'm not thinking about put together.
I can't lie. I'm actually fresh.
Hey, Chris, the biggest thing is I'm sober, bruv. I'm drinking Buxton. This is just how I feel.
This is how.
It's just how I feel about this government, man.
That's funny.
No. Conversation together of you lot calling that Priti Patel a raggedy bitch.
All right, peoples. Thank you once again for tuning in, clocking into the Part Timers podcast. I've been Chris, Wegz, Tevin, Dan, Dwain. Obviously, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Fuck Pri Patel, that raggedy bitch. Fuck Boris Johnson, man. Comb your fucking hair, you prick, man. Tier 4, we're all crying about it, but, you know, hopefully we'll come out of it the other side unscathed. And yeah, once again, thank you for clocking in to the Part Timers.
You heard?
One shot.